how to remove excess thin set. It doesn't have to be difficult. Now in this video, I'm going to show you what type of household product that will assist you in applying this grout. Now it'll be in the next video I'll be uploading later today. I used it today, but I was blocking the camera and you wasn't able to see it in action. So you will see in this video it partially grouted, and I'm showing you the details of the process that will help you to remove the grout and bring the rock up, yet hold it securely in place as the end result. So, look forward to hearing from you. Like, subscribe if you haven't liked or subscribed. Ring the bell. If you're on a laptop or desktop, put the cursor, the arrow over the red word that says subscribe. Click your mouse. If you're on your cell phone, tap the red words that say subscribe. A bell will appear. And when you tap that bell, you get your parentheses, and you'll be notified every time I upload another video. So subscribe, like, share, download, and I look forward to hearing from you. And if you have a YouTube channel, then I look forward to getting to know you and your channel, what you're uploading. All right, united we stand, united we're making it happen, and I look forward to hearing from you. And I mean that. So bye for now. We're keeping it real and never give up, because there's always a way. Stay tuned for the next video, the next part 2. I just take my tools and I'll clean this sponge off, rake it off, I'll squeeze it, run water through it and squeeze it, make sure it's all rinsed out, make sure the edges are nice and clean, and it'll last you until it wears off here at the metal plate, and you could still use it for grouting as far as that goes. And when you're sponging, you want this damp, not wet. You want it wet, but you don't want it water running off the sponge. Okay, get these walls cleaned up. Gotta work smarter, not harder. I'm just lightly going over this right now. I'm just kind of getting the surface where I can get it, because you don't want to pull out your grout from the joints. Okay, and so I should probably, looks like I need to wait. Yeah, I'm going to have to wait. I can get each individual rock this way, but other than that, it is just spreading the grout around, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to do what I just did. You want it to set a little more. So I'm going to show you this up close and personal here while it's wet. And okay, this is what it's looking like up close and personal. Okay. So you just need to set up a little bit more. Okay, now gotta take this off of zoom. We are zoomed. I was just cleaning this. Okay. And you can see it's actually coming off. The thin set's coming off the rock. It's not spreading everywhere like it was a few minutes ago. The downside to the rock is because of the grout joints being so deep, there's quite a bit of thin set to remove. It's going to want to spread around, and so it's like, as you see here, looks like I'm going to spend time just wiping and wiping here to get this clean and off the surface. I guess I could have used less grout and would have made my cleanup job here a smoother process without so much work involved. But this is how it goes, okay? Little by little, and you want to make sure that your sponge, that the water is out. You just want it barely damp, with as little water in it as possible. Less water, the better. Definitely, as you can see here. Okay, I'm going to wipe this area here, and I'm just putting very light pressure as I'm doing this, okay? And you can see that this can be I guess, a little pain in the backside to get clean, just depending on how you look at it, for sure. It's pretty tedious at this point. So this is what most people don't show you, is this, you know, they leave this part out. So I'm going to continue to work on this in this method. Okay, here's an area right here that's pretty heavy. Okay. And putting a little more pressure here. As you see, you get it off, and then it wants to come back. So this is going to take some time, and it looks like I'm going to have to let that area that I just wiped down set up, and wipe this other area that I haven't touched yet back here in the corner, and while that dries. So we'll catch you in just a minute. We'll get an update. Okay, what I'm finding at this point is it's starting to dry, it's starting to show, alright? Not only am I having to kind of wipe across, but now I'm having to kind of wipe around the edges of the rock. Okay? And just kind of individually wipe each individual rock at the top. I had put some water-based sealer in my grout, and it's definitely making it tacky as it's drying, but I'm having to just kind of go around the edges, outer edges of the rock, and get these pebbles kind of cleaned up individually, you know. Like for example, we have this one here. Okay. So to get that clean, I'm just having to wipe over the top and then around the edges of it, which also gets the rocks around it, these pebbles. Okay. And then once this gets set up a little bit more, I will use, this is barely wet, it's slightly damp. You know, like what you see here, it's why you want it slightly damp so you don't smear the thin set, because it just wants to keep smearing. And that's what I'm finding works. Okay, now this is something, most of these videos here, most of the YouTube videos, they're not showing you this. They're not telling you this. So again, you know, like I'm going around, like, you know, like this rock there around the edge of all these in that area, kind of wiping it back there, kind of catching this next little groove where it runs around between the rocks. Okay. And like this one here, it's barely showing, all right. So this one right here. Okay, so I'm just kind of wipe around that, see, to reveal it. All right. And this is what I'm having to do, or else I would just continue to smear it and become a mess and a frustration. All right. And you just kind of spread it out, smooth it out. Okay, just kind of follow the grooves around it. Okay, as it trails out here, see? And got it revealed. Now this one here, for example, see, I've done quite a bit of work there. All right, because that was completely covered. You just get around these grooves around it and bring it out. And then like I've got this rock right here, you can barely see that pebble sticking up, right? Right here, all right? So let's just work around this right here, see? And reveal it. Okay. And there you have them. See, then you now see more of it. And that's kind of what you got to do. Okay. Again, I don't see anybody else showing these kind of details. They want to show you the beginning and the end. But that's how you want to do it, all right? And then I'm going to come back with the wetter sponge after it gets dried a little more. You see I'm working this one here. This was kind of hidden, all right? I've got all the surface area revealed, all right? You just follow the grooves around the rocks around it after you get it revealed, and you spread that thin set around. And keep it from covering the other rocks now. But it's getting set up really, really nice.